Hi, my name is Vincent McGee. I am the producer of this video. I realize that life is an ever-changing cycle, and becoming successful in life depends on how deep and solid your foundation is, how strong your faith is, and how well you manage your patience and time while going through life. As everyone else, my life isn't perfect. One of my parents was an abuser of alcohol, heroin, and crack cocaine. Me, I've been to jail 3 times. I've been homeless at least 4 times, and I've lost my way more times than I can count. Now I have 2 children, and I see that they are capable of falling into some of the same holes that I did. I'm not going to let that happen.
Most of the youth today are misunderstood. They're not bad, we just don't know them. This documentary will take some time to explore the world of the youth of West Philadelphia. This isn't all of them. This is a small sample of what we deal with every day. Hopefully this will help you gain some answers into your community problems.
Where your mom at? She's right here. Yeah, she called me like an hour ago. Come here, Hey, Mia. Sit back
The boys were really bad. You couldn't go to another neighborhood.
Girl?
Yes.
Even back 60s and 70s?
In the 60s, yeah.
Wow.
They had gangs then. They were, and they did not, I'll tell you one thing that they were, what was a lot different than the kids today. They were fighters with their fists.
Right.
They didn't have guns and different things. They fought with their fists.
When I started this project, I was looking just to create dialogue between the older and the younger generation. While doing this interviews, I came along a larger problem, and that was the fact that there was the loss and the destruction of the families in the central city communities. My 1-hour dialogue turned to a 17-hour conversation. I tried to squeeze it down as small as I could, but all I could make it into was a 3.5-hour presentation. But this 3.5 hours is the most comprehensive 3.5 hours on the black family and black family history ever compiled in the last 20 years. So take some time. I've broken it down to 15-minute segments so you can watch it at your leisure. So take some time, enjoy it, open your minds, and let's find some solutions to our situation. Enjoy.
Couldn't go but past 7 Emily. You couldn't go. They told you that you couldn't go to 22nd. Anybody from Broad Street couldn't go to North Broad. You couldn't go to South Broad. I went everywhere I wanted to go and when I wanted to go because I fought. You get the leader, the rest of them will leave you alone.
It was more than gangs. The gangs were there first, I think, as a means of establishing your neighborhood, keeping it so you could do things in it and no outsiders come in and start no trouble. On the same vibe, If you go to somebody else's neighborhood, they would consider you an outsider,
right.
and a troublemaker. And you might have a problem trying to get out of there.
Right.
Till you call your boys or something.
And
then it becomes your boys are there for you again.
Right.
Now, when they get in trouble, they call you. You got to be there for them.
Right.
So it was constant battle all the time.
But it wasn't gunfight back then. It was mostly fist fights.
It was car aerials, banister posts, wooden joints. You snatch them out.
Yeah.
Anything. Every now and then somebody would get a car aerial, put it on a frame, and try to make a 22 zip gun with some rubber bands or something.
Yeah.
But that was far and few between.
But not
we
every
used
day.
to whoop they behind with our fists.
Right.
And the sheer numbers that we had from around here, we had a bunch of young boys around here, different ages. So we had a gang that had old heads, intermediates, young boys, juniors, midgets.
Girlfriend.
Oh yeah, you told me that, right? The guy
Yeah,
gonna make you be his girl.
I beat the snot out of him. And he was the leader of 13th Street gang. My mother used to be praying, Lord, and my daughter gonna live to get grown. I'd tear him up every day.
Every day.
Every day of the week. I don't care. I couldn't stand a little red nigga. Couldn't stand him.
He wanted you because you
I
were
ain't want
chocolate
him.
and he was light skinned.
Yes, sir. A little red curly nigga with that recess in the top of his head. I couldn't stand that little rascal.
You ever seen
We never had no guns or nothing.
Right,
Fist fights come home. Fist fight all the time. They were good. Right. They believed in boxing a lot. Boxing was very popular in them days.
Right.
They would do boxing classes and different things. But they loved to box then.